Good morning from the great state of Maine. For those of you who've been watching the channel for a little while, you know me and my wife just added another member to our family. It makes 2 under 2. So going into this summer, I kind of knew fishing time was going to be hard to come by. I'm a boat guy, always been a boat guy. I inherited my 23 Mako from my father, and before that, he and I fished it all the time. But one of the things I realized being a boat guy in the last couple years is it takes time. 20 minutes to get to the boat, 30 minutes to set it up, hour to set it up, got to drive to the water, put it in, got to catch bait, got to go find the fish, tide's got to be right, breaking it down. We're talking 6 hours all said and done, and frankly, with 2 kids under 2 and a wife that I want to stay married to, that's not really a possibility all the time. So going into the summer, I thought, how can I squeeze in fishing in an hour, hour and a half, 2-hour window when I got one? And surf fishing. Here in southern Maine, there's tons of great ledges, tons of great beaches. I know a lot of guys that's what they do, and they still catch tanks. So I had a lot of the gear to begin with. So this summer, I'm going to dive into the world of surf fishing. And I went the other night, and I have some footage in this video that'll show you why I am now hooked. Truly and thoroughly hooked. Yeah, I'm always going to be a boat guy. I'm going to get out on the boat, but man, I'm all in on the surf fishing. So I'm going to show you guys the gear I put together. I'm going to ask for some recommendations. I'll throw in some of the clips from the other night. Lost probably the largest striper of my life, or a 10-foot sturgeon. We'll see. But yeah, let me start breaking this stuff down for you. And this is it. Let me grab some of this. So, on the table, I got waders. Got from a buddy at Saco Bay Tackle. Super pumped. They're Sims. They're nice. Really excited about that. I got boots, just old hiking boots. I wanted step-in boots so I could put the cleats on, which I actually don't have them here. They're on the boat, which I don't know why. I think I was getting gear off the rocks or something. Anyways, basic surf bag. I had it on my belt. I flooded it, which is why there's no gear in it. It's drying, but I'm going to show you my lures. So I'm now going to be a strap guy. It took one night of belt fishing before I was like, screw that noise. Casting glove right now because I almost cut the tip of my finger off the other night. The 3 rods, I got real heavy tarpon style rod with a 6,000. And then I got 2 5500s, one on a medium light and one on a light. Then I got the Z-belt that I got. Really pumped about it. I am going to keep gear on that, the Boga grip, the stuff like that. And then I got a sand spike because I usually find surf clamps, things like that. I am going to bait fish. So I'm going to kick it over to the first bit of footage now so you guys can see what happened. Sun had pretty much set. We were fishing with some younger cats at the end of a sandbar. I got there pretty late, so I was kind of outside the lineup, but I was bombing casts with this big rods, and I tied into a fish that I think was in the 35 to 40 pound range. This blue rod that I was fishing with here has handled a 45-inch striper pretty handily, and I fought about a 100-pound tarpon on it. So it's no slouch, and these fish were definitely putting the hurting on it. So check it out. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Light drag. White bucktail. Long one if you got one. Unfortunately, I'm coming towards you boys. Oh no, I'll turn him. I'll turn him back. I'm in front of you right now. Sorry. I'm gonna come behind you. He's going up the river. You good?
Yeah, you're good. You can't.
It's a fucking huge bait, dude. I brought too big a rod, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, right there. I was horsing him.
You're just bullshitting.
Yeah, it was a seal. So yeah, that was a pretty big fish. I think my mistake there was I brought him into shallow water instead of just bringing him to me. There was other people there. My buddy Jay was there. He could have helped me land it. And I think the single hook. I'll show you what bait I was using in a little bit. I think he just leveraged it, hit the bottom, or I didn't really have a solid hook set because I was, 70 yards away from him when I set the hook. So now I'm going to run you guys through the bag and what's in it, and this is where I'll take pointers. I think I got pretty much all the lures covered that I want. I do have a little more space, but if anybody's got a bait they think is hot or works, let me know. And I will call out the 2 baits I've been catching stripers on this year already. In the bag, we have poppers and top water, swim baits and stick baits, soft plastics and jig heads for soft plastics, metal lures and bucktails. That's been a hot bait as well. I'm really excited to use giant spoons. Look at that. There's a bunker in the area. Like, I even updated. I'm super pumped. I'm not going to catch anything on this, but I'm going to throw it every chance I get. So that's what's in the bag. So miscellaneous stuff in the bag: knife, 40-pound Seagar, replacement hooks, split rings, bait fishing hooks, tape measurer, weights and sliding weights, crazy D-hooker, and a clipper. Yeah. Now, I will show you guys the footage that kind of bums me out. So about 10 minutes after that other fish, still cranking this guy, this hoagie jig, which was hot all night. It's the only thing that got hits besides the one guy caught a schoolie on like a popper. I tied it to something I couldn't turn. And when I say that 1600 pen conflict fought a 100-pound tarpon, I got footage of it in the Almirada videos. It handled a 100-pound tarpon until I pulled the hook. And last summer, Gareth caught his 44-inch striper on it. So like, I know what the rod can handle and the class of fish this was. I really would like to think in my head this wasn't an 80-pound, 60-pound, 50-pound striper, whatever you want to call it, a pig of a fish. I think it was a sturgeon. I was bouncing bottom, I hooked it, and man, this thing took off. Problem is, every sturgeon I've ever caught heads for shallow water, and this thing was heading for the deep. I think it bumped me off a ledge or just got far enough away that it got leverage, but you'll see. I'm really betting that the dude, there we go. Not as much weight, but it's got weight. This is a 6,000 reel.
Actually?
Yeah, this is my tarpon rod.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Hope I don't f this up. There's ledges out there too. Hopefully it doesn't take me there. Football field? I hope I don't have a fucking sturgeon. He's not even stopping. Jesus.
I bet you all.
Ah! Yeah, pop me. The final thing I'll go over here is the utility box. This stays in the truck. It's got the stuff that I don't know if I'm going to need, but, like to have just in case of the situation. Like I said, the whole point of this is to stay mobile, be able to jump in my car and go. First thing is an Nalgene bottle and a bag for eels. Then I just got a bunch of random baits, spare lures, like these are all nighttime baits, and then just some bigger stuff. There's been a hot bait, so I wanted a spare one. Some things once the pogies show up. These are actually hooks for in case I see some tautog on the rocks when I'm fishing. So just, you know, spare lures in case I want to switch in, switch out. Don't need a ton, but wanted some more stuff. In here is more hooks for bait fishing, some more replacement stuff, split rings, just some extra things besides what I keep in the bag. Mustad and VMC trebles. They wouldn't fit in here, so here we go. We got sunscreen and bug spray. You never know. A single sabiki rig in case the mackerel are inshore, which is rare. Hand sanitizing wipes. This is just to clean up. I do have a first aid kit in the truck, but it's obviously not in here. Spare split ring pliers in case I got to replace a lure and I've lost mine. My fillet knife. And then big old stack of mixed fluorocarbon. 25, 50, 40, 6, and some 10. And that's it. You know, the whole point of this is to stay mobile. So like I said, I need to do repairs. I got this to go. All right, well, that's going to do it. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you got any pointers on baits or lures I should include in my box, drop in the comment section. I'm not afraid to improve, and as you can see, I'm a pretty amateur when it comes to the surf fishing thing. Between me and you, we're calling that a sturgeon. We're not going to call that a 50-pound striper that I lost on my first night out in the surf. So like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I will be going out this week to try and do a little boat fishing, so hopefully I catch some fish. But if you see me looking like a mook out on the rocks and you got some pointers, come throw them my way. Love to talk fishing. Love to meet people. And yeah, have a good week. I look, dude. Do I at least look like I know what I'm doing? Like I look like a guy who should catch stripers.
Fooled at least 50 people on YouTube.
Oh, dude, way more than 50 people think that I catch actual fish. We'll see, man. I've never caught fish here outside of it being high tide and being in a boat. Direct opposite, low tide, not in a boat. Which I own a boat. I don't know why I just didn't do that. I don't have any time anymore. That's what it is. So